So you want to get a bag of some dinner rolls. This has 36 rolls in it, and this is Rhodes that I'm using, and they're frozen. You want to lay these out, and they're going to thaw out and raise up, and you're just going to lay them out and let them thaw, and they will double in size and raise. So I'm just going to do them overnight, and then we'll start the dinner, the cinnamon rolls, once these rolls have raised. Now your rolls are going to, they're going to rise up right in the package. So I'm going to empty this out, all the rolls out onto a floured surface. And I'm just going to shape this and roll it out into like a square. So now I'm just going to roll the dough out, and this is an easy way to make cinnamon rolls without having to make them completely from homemade. You can use the dough just like I'm showing you how, and it's still really good, and they're going to taste like homemade. So I want to get this rolled out. So I got the dough rolled out into the best rectangle that I can do. I'll try to do a rectangle, but it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Don't worry about it. And I got a stick of unsalted butter here. I'm going to dump that out. And it's semi-melted. It's almost melted. It doesn't matter. I like it where it's not hardly all the way melted, so it's still a little soft, so it doesn't run off of my dough. And you're just going to spread that out all the way to the edges. And there we go. So I got all my butter on there. Now I'm going to do brown sugar. And this is not an exact measurement. I'm just measuring with my eyeballs. And just cover it completely with some brown sugar. And I like a good amount. I mean, I like it pretty covered all the way to the edges. And because this is going, when it all melts and bakes, this is kind of going to be like a caramel in the middle, because it's all going to melt. You have all that goodness. And just spread it out. Yeah, making cinnamon rolls is a little messy job, but, and then cinnamon. This is just some ground cinnamon, ever how much you like. And I like to put a good amount of that too. Just cover because they are cinnamon rolls, and you want to taste cinnamon in them. All right, there we go. Now you're just going to start rolling them up and just tucking it in with your thumbs, pull it tightly to you, and just start rolling them up. Now you want your oven preheated to 375, and my oven just went off. So there we go. Now they're ready to cut out. So I cut mine with a string. So I have like a thick piece of thread, and I just run that string under them, and when you run it under them and pull it, and it cuts the cinnamon rolls So easy. And to me, it's easier than trying to cut them with a knife. Yeah, you just put the string under there, make them as thick as you want, cross it over and pull. And when you do that, it cuts through on the cinnamon roll without mashing it. So I use string always when I cut cinnamon rolls or pinwheels or anything like that. So I'm just laying them in my pan, my baking pan. And when you put them in your pan, make sure you put the curl. So I'm putting them in one of here. Make sure you put the curl, like tuck the curl in to each other. That way they won't, when they start to bake, they won't fly apart. So I'm just gonna keep cutting them. Yeah, cut with a string, go underneath, like I'm doing here, and cross, and it cuts it. Easy, easy peasy. Now look at there, ain't that pretty? Yeah, they're going in the oven at 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes, just until they get brown, and you don't want to overbake them, and just keep an eye on them. After about 20 minutes, I start checking on mine and just make sure they're still done in the middle, maybe 25 to 30 minutes. And when they come out, we'll put our frosting on them. Look at there. So now they're ready to put the frosting on. All right, now we're going to do the buttercream. I'm just doing a buttercream icing for the cinnamon rolls. And I'm gonna do about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. A whole stick of melted unsalted butter. About a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to stir this together with a whisk. And I may add a little more sugar to it. I just want to eyeball it here. This is just like an easy go-to icing. Yeah, so I am going to add some more. I'm going to add about another cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add some milk to this. Yeah, so about a cup, and there's about 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Then I'm going to drizzle in a little milk. You just need this just smooth and just like a pouring consistency is what I'm trying to say. And I'm just going to pour this right over. Yeah, this is perfect. And I'm going to pour this right over the warm cinnamon rolls. If you want to do a cream cheese frosting, you can. You'd need about 1/2 block of softened cream cheese. Yep, there we go. Smells good. I love buttercream. I'm just going to get me a spoon here. Now all you do is just pour that right over the warm cinnamon rolls. And you're gonna just spread it out. Y'all, you know I have to lick the spoon. I have to lick the spoon, it's so good. If you want to put some maple extract would be good. A little lemon extract, orange extract. A lot of people do that for icing, like orange cinnamon rolls. So I just like a regular buttercream with vanilla is what we like. So you just want to spread that right down over your cinnamon rolls. Get into every nook and cranny. Every nook and cranny. There we go. Y'all, Yep. And you got cinnamon rolls, y'all. So I'm just gonna pick one out while we're here. I'm gonna pick one apart. Dip me up with some of that. Mmm. So good. Y'all, I make homemade cinnamon rolls a lot with the whole yeast and make it myself. But I'm telling you, with that bread dough, these are just as good, and they are like, so good. So it's a little easier without having to fool with 2 or 3 rises of, when you make homemade bread, like yeast bread or cinnamon rolls, you gotta let it rise twice. But with the bread dough, you just let it rise one time, roll it out, do what I did, and y'all, you got perfect cinnamon rolls. And these are very easy to be, you can freeze them, and they're really good to reheat. I need another bite. Yeah. Oh yeah, can't forget. I have to lick my spoon. Yeah, buddy. So there y'all go. Delicious. Almost homemade cinnamon rolls, but I'm telling you, you didn't tell anybody any different. And these are better than canned cinnamon rolls, I will tell you. I mean, a lot of people eat canned cinnamon rolls, but these are better. There's just something about the yeast bread that just makes them so much better, and something about actual homemade frosting, not out of them little bitty cans, them little bitty thingamajigs that they have. This is so much better, y'all. So I hope you make it. It's a good, quick tip for you. And y'all, if you love cinnamon rolls, you'll love these. So thank y'all for watching Mountain Cooking with Missy, where it's nothing fancy, just good eating. Bye, guys.